All righty, everybody. Welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. Before we go any further, though, let us do a quick mic check. So if you could write in the chat, let me know if I sound good, if I need to change it at all, then that would be greatly appreciated. Um, Folks, reminder, we do these streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern USA time. So if you like these streams, then, okay, we got the mic check. Then you know when to join me next. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern time. Also, today's main segment, we're going to be looking into Zora, which has rocketed lately, and its ecosystem opportunities. Okay, that's going to be the main segment of the day, but we have a few other things to cover first. First and foremost, we got over 100 likes on the stream last time, so we reached our goal after missing once the time before. So really appreciate those of you who watch and support me and support this channel with a like, whether it's a like right now when you're watching live, or if you're watching the VOD afterwards. Your like there also helps immensely. So thank you so much. And oh, yeah. And if you're watching the VOD afterwards, I will leave timestamps for you to skip around to different segments. Okay, so like I said, the main segment of the day is exploring Zora and its creator coins opportunities. But before we get there, we got to do a quick market pulse segment. And let me just pull up some stuff that I like to take a look at. We got a mini pump yesterday, but then it kind of retraced a little this morning. Let me share my screen. So, no, let me do this way. Okay, so yeah, we got a mini pump to like close to almost at 120K again, but then we retraced a bit this morning. ETH too. ETH got over 3,934 and then retraced back down to 38. But ETH has been so impressive lately, right? Let's take a look at the where is this, by the way? Oh, right here. Market overview page. I always like taking a look at these things for a good overview. Fear and greed. Okay, nothing really to note here. Altcoin season index still closer to Bitcoin season right now. We'll take a look at BTC dominance and other stuff in a bit. Inflows, a lot of ETH inflows. Look at this blue. These blue lines are ETH, and these orange lines are BTC. So ETH ETF inflows have been dominating lately, but they've both been getting inflows. Yeah, fear and greed. Okay. Alt season index. Yeah, it's kind of pulled back a bit. Remember when we had the huge spike and everyone was like, alt season is here? Well, we've pulled back a bit since. Let's see. Market cycle indicators. Nothing really to note here right now. Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at that actually. Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, so it was a pretty big drop, but we'll see where to next. Whether it chops or continues into a legit alt season. If this really drops, like boom, that will be a true alt season. Right? We shall see. We shall see. Let's keep our eyes on that. Let's take a look at the dollar strength index. How strong is the US dollar? Yeah, it's still pretty weak. It's been chopping a bit around here. If it goes back up, that's bad, right? But if it goes chopping and then down, then that's continued bull mode for Bitcoin, for ETH, for all risk assets, essentially, right? So we shall see where the dollar wants to go from here, from this point. Let's take a look at Sol ETH real quick. Yeah, Sol ETH has been getting destroyed lately, which means you should rather hold ETH than Sol while this is still, look at this massive downtrend, right? Look at this massive downtrend. You should hold ETH instead of Sol in this situation. Heck, uh you should hold only ETH as your altcoin while this total 3 is in free fall. This is like altcoins versus ETH essentially. Until this makes the bottom, I would rather be holding ETH, and I'm holding ETH more than any other altcoin out there, and BTC, of course. But that's my view. Let's see what else. Let's take a look at some CoinGlass charts, okay? Because I always like these. Bitcoin ETFs, there's been some tiny inflows. We saw this earlier. Funding rate, nothing too crazy. No real signs of euphoria or like people all getting max long, right? We good on that end for now. Liquidation heat map, a lot of shorts to be liquidated at close to 120K and above 120K. So I'm hopeful that we will go there before the end of the month in 3 days, right? To liquidate the shorts. You see these yellow, strong yellow lines? Yeah, that's how you read this. Options, max pain. So max pain, yeah, but these are so small. You see these green bars? We want them to be long for them to have any like significance for max pain. So 116 at 8.1 is max pain. Okay. And just know that it's the market tends to go towards max pain, but it doesn't have to though. So this is just something to keep an eye on. And these can change. These are so far in the future, September 26, 2025. So like this can change significantly, the max pain level, when we get closer is the point. Yeah, I think eventually the Sol ETH chart will bottom, but I don't think it's yet. I think for now, if you want to swing trade, better to hold ETH and then swing back into Sol when you've seen some form of reversal in those charts I just showed you. Okay, like I said, the main segment of the day is looking into the Zora, the creator coins, and the opportunities. But real quick, a really quick segment, the big, beautiful news segment, I want to talk about the trade war updates because that is kind of huge. There's two big news here. First of all, you guys must have heard of the EU. First of all, the EU kind of got fleeced, if you think about it. So EU has to buy a lot of US, I believe it's natural gas, 750 billion worth. US auto, and invest 600 billion into US. Like this is, let me just see if there's EU deal. Yeah, so anyways, it's a big deal, and people were saying that it largely benefits the US more than the EU. But either way, what this means for us is that it's good for the markets, right? Because the market hated all the tariff uncertainty and all this trade war stuff. So this deal was really good news, and this came like yesterday. right? This EU deal was massive. But that's not it. That's not the only good news on the trade war front. Also, US and China officials are looking to extend their tariff detente beyond the mid-August deadline and haggle over other ways to diffuse trade tensions. They're going to meet in Stockholm to extend trade truce. I believe that's today, right? So all these things are great news for the markets, and that's making me think. I was saying earlier that I thought August would be bad. A July, joyful July, like I told y'all. I thought it would be like anxious August or something like that, right? But maybe with all these good tariff and trade war updates and things like that, um, maybe we will get an amazing August. And I need to rescind my previous prediction and kind of position myself more bullishly for the month of August. But let me know what y'all think. Also, this is something curious. BTC monthly returns charts. Dang, CoinGlass is everything. Okay. Bitcoin monthly returns right here. August has been, the median has been bad by 8%. Some years are good, like 2021 was good, right? 2017. The bull market years have been quite good. So maybe we don't have to get an ugly August, right? But I am curious though, chat. Let me know what you think right now. Gut feeling. Give me your soul read, chat. Just type in the chat, all of y'all. I want to hear from all of you. Do you think we get an amazing August or an awful August? I'm really curious to hear what you guys think here. Anxious August. Amazing August or anxious August? No bear market anytime soon. Looks like Maverick thinks it's going to be an amazing August, right? Let me know what y'all think with all these trade war updates. EU deals strongly benefiting the US, but either way, less uncertainty for businesses. And really only the China trade deal remains. If they can get that nailed down in a mutually beneficial manner, then it's off to the races. New all-time highs, right? Local top in August. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're Maku, no worries, you're not late. We're about to go into the main segment of the day, which has to do with Zora. Okay, so let me pull up some stuff here. Okay. First of all, what is Zora? Before we talk about the rocket ship, before we talk about anything else, what is Zora? Well, let's watch this quick video. Creator Coin. Every post builds the value of your portfolio. By the way, let me know, chat, if you can hear the audio here. Okay, I turned it down a bit because it was quite loud for me. So basically, it's a social app with crypto components, right? We have more examples here, but every profile has a coin. Your username is the ticker. So, like for me, it'd be $ Coinsider Kevin. Your profile is now represented by one coin. How do you earn from that though? You earn 1% of every trade. So basically, like even your posts, all your posts become their own coins. And every time people speculate on that and trade that, maybe collect it, you, the creator, gets a 1% cut of that. Yeah, trade creator coins to support creators directly. You can continue to trade posts as usual. And here is kind of like, so every post you make is a coin, and they all are paired with your like central creator coin. So all their value flows into your own creator coin, kind of like a flywheel per se. It's a social network for the new creator economy. It's already live. And then check this out. Here's some more details. We are about to get to that. You always like to jump the gun, bro. You read our mind. Base app. Actually, the base app is integrated with Zora. So the base app uses Zora, which is why Zora has been rocketing lately. So they're more like one and the same rather than separate, to answer your question. But let me explain Zora some more, okay? Every post you make becomes a coin. It's tokenized and tradable. Your profile is also a coin. It's called a creator coin. Every post you make is paired with your creator coin. As your post gains attention, so does your creator coin. All creator coins are paired with the Zora token. So the creator coins capture the value of all your posts, and Zora captures the value of all creator coins. Here's from Jesse Pollock, kind of like the founder of Base per se. Here is an example for you, okay? There's this Tiny Soul Game, a creator with a big audience. His creator coin on Zora is Tiny Soul Game. Every piece of content he makes is also a coin that gets paired with Tiny Soul Game in like its own pool. As people buy his content, that automatically buys and lock up his creator coin, creating economic virality. People buy his content for fun and to support him. Investors buy and hold Tiny Soul Game to get long-term exposure to all his work. Traders buy individual content coins to speculate on virality. It's a virtuous cycle where the more viral content he creates, the more growth there is for his creator coin. So, like this guy has creator coin market cap of 357,000. And it's a real flywheel, right? Like you guys have been complaining about Believe and Launchcoin not having a flywheel, but check out this flywheel. This is a beautiful depiction of how the Zora flywheel works. Each of your posts feeds into your creator coin, and every creator's coin feeds into Zora token. So Zora, the token is kind of like an index for this whole on-chain creator economy. So why has it been... Okay, let's take a look at it rocketing lately. Because this has been absolutely rocketing. Check this out. New Zora all-time highs for posts, coin trading volume, active accounts, trading fees, aggregate coin FDV, coins above 10K, 100K, and 1 mil. All these stats are up and to the right for Zora. It's really rocketing. And check this out. Coin DEX volume rocketing, market cap rocketing for the coins, Zora coin market cap. Everything is looking really good for this ecosystem. And their app, they have a mobile app, is climbing up in the App Store. I believe it's even higher than 83 right now. It's like in the 70s or even higher. It's climbing up the App Store charts. Also, people are buying a lot of creator coins here. And check out this guy's portfolio. Everything is in the green. All his creator coin holdings doing quite well. Thousands of dollars, all in the green. This guy's Zora portfolio has more than 5x in the last 5 days. He's buying a lot of different ones too. Total value of holding 21,000, probably higher today. And David from Bankless put 60,000 into a Zora wallet and started buying everything, and now it's more than doubled. So people are making quite a bit in this ecosystem. So we're going to take a look at that. How do creators make money then? They make money. I think I touched on this. It's the 1% cut of the trading fees. Like all this speculation of their post coins and things like that and the creator coins, those generate fees, like 3% fee. And then 1% of it goes to the creator. And 1% goes to Zora. And I forget what the third percent goes to. It's a little bit like Pump Fun, but like more for like creator stuff and a little different in my opinion, but it's a little like that. It also has a great flywheel. But why is Zora, its token, rocketing though? Because check this out. Zora coin. Zora looked like it was dead for a while. And then it absolutely like 10x, absolutely rocketed in the past 7 days. Wow, look at that. Zora has been rocketing. Now, why? Well, this is what I said. The base app is integrated with Zora. So Zora rallied 440% in the last week as daily tokens created on base app. Like base app has a social component and it's integrated with Zora. So all your posts on the base app becomes Zora post coins and things like that. So Zora has been absolutely rocketing. Up 600% this week to a new all-time high, $500 million worth of volume. The base update that Coinbase announced last week uses them to tokenize their posts. It launches a coin for every single post you make on the base app. People are making like $50 a day, which is more than you'd make on Instagram. Yeah, and look, Zora absolutely rocketing. Zora is flipping Pump and based on creator market share. It's Coinbase's best bet to regain dominant mind share and bring untapped normies on chain. It takes the virtuals flywheel and applies it to every post on the internet. Essentially a layer one for creator capital markets. So it is kind of similar to like Pump or virtuals or Believe, but with like on-chain creator stuff. It's a proxy to bet on Base with its integration with the Base Super app. Like, look, all these up and to the right, Zora market share beating out Pump market shares with this flywheel. We all love flywheels, right, when it comes to tokens. Zora exploded 500% in a week. Why? Well, Coinbase rebranded its wallet into a creator hub, integrating both Zora and Forecaster. Anyone can mint content coins cheap and trade them. It's SocialFi meets meme coin mania. It could be friend plus DGen, but on an infra level. Every tweet, meme, or podcast can become a tradable asset. There are some risks, though. No governance. Dev and investors holds 45%, locked but will unlock, and speculative demand can fade fast. So some things to keep in mind as this rockets. So how to get involved? What can y'all do? Right? Well, there is a few ways. First, you could go to Zora and just sign up and post stuff. You can also download the mobile app, right? They have a mobile app, which is arguably the better way to onboard. But this is Zora. And there's also Zora Terminal. Someone spun this up to give you an idea of what are the top creator coins being made on Zora right now. And you can also like buy it from here if you want. So this is a good like discovery dashboard, right? Another way you could get involved with Zora is, so yeah, you could just go to Zora, download their app, and make an account, start posting if you want to get in. Another way though is when the base app comes out, or if you have an invite, please share it with me. I would love to join. I don't have an invite yet, by the way, but you can just get involved in the base app because that uses Zora, like I said. So you can just use the base app and interact with Zora and trade stuff on there too, right? You can become a creator. You can support your favorite creators. You can become a speculator if you want of the post coins, the creator coins, or Zora coin itself. I would recommend being a little careful here, but it doesn't hurt to play around a little bit in a new hot ecosystem, right? Just roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty per se. Soon it will end like friend tech. Maybe, but the difference here is that it has the power of Coinbase and Base behind it, backing it. So that is huge. And if the Base app really takes off, if the Base social network takes off, then that will feed a lot of activity into Zora, right? Because it's integrated. You're an artist doing good on Zora. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, Pixlord. Do you like it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and I'll share it as well. Frentech fizzled out because it's, I don't know, it's just got boring and like too many people rugging their Frentech coins. So it was basically another way for influencers and KOLs to rug for Frentech. That's why I didn't really get involved with that. By the way, folks, we're still talking about Zora, but if you don't mind giving me a quick like either during the stream or if you're watching the VOD afterwards, that would help me out a lot. We were able to reach over 100 last time, which I greatly appreciate your help with. But by the way, we're still on the topic of Zora and opportunities in its ecosystem. I do want to talk about some criticisms, though, because you guys have been a little bit skeptical. This guy writes that it's the same as the launch coin Believe rally. Interesting app, clean UI, bunch of promises, KOL shilling, parabolic price action, insane flywheel. We see what happens next. That is fair. It is possible. But Zora, like I said, has base app integration, which I personally can't wait to get involved with. Launchcoin, I didn't really believe in long term because a lot of the stuff launching on there are like trying to scam, trying to LARP. They're like, oh, we're a real startup launching on Believe app. But they're just like meme coins essentially. So as a creator, I like what Zora is doing more, but we will see. We'll see. It is possible for this to fizzle out. It is possible. And this person's also skeptical, saying that it's Frentech 2.0. Every good coin on Frentech got sniped, farmed, and sent to zero promptly. Nice Coinbase Cabal candle, though. See you back on Bonk next week. I don't think they're necessarily fighting for the same crowd as the meme coin speculators, though. Maybe some people, but I think others really want a new social network because let's be real. X is like hard to get noticed on. There's a lot of bots. It's a lot of spam, a lot of info-fi BS on X. So if it's a cool community on the base app and it's kind of like Farcaster, cool community, everyone supports each other, people launch projects and give each other airdrops, that's amazing. And if that happens with the base app, that could benefit Zora long term, right? That's what I honestly think. Yeah, not a big, exactly. That's what Gary Vee said. Like, buy people's posts, tip culture, right? Tip culture, collecting culture. $1 to $5, no big deal. It's like people donate on Twitch with subs all the time, right? So this is kind of similar. Tip culture, collecting culture. Maybe this can help generate some sustainable revenue for creators with their fees that they earn from their post coins and creator coins. DCAing into Zora. Bonk is doing well. Bonk even has their own Pump Fun competitor launchpad, which has been owning Pump Fun lately. Who provides liquidity? I believe it's like, well, it's like a curve. It's like an AMM curve, right? With your creator coin and the post coin. So there doesn't need to be like USDC or ETH or whatever on the other side of the pair. It's your creator coin and your post coin, right? Yeah, tip culture. Exactly. Let's see. Folks, I want to move on. This was really fun, but I want to move on to the next segment of the show, which is one of my favorite segments, KOL Call Tracking. In just a few days, these people will either be right or wrong. 30K BTC, it's looking like it's not going to make it. BTC 20% move. Doge ripped to 30 cents in a God candle. These are looking like it's going to be wrong in terms of timing. But let's add some, right? First and foremost, if you guys are scrolling X and you see any KOL posts like predictions, calls, alpha posts that you want us to track on the sheet so we can call them out publicly, give them applause, or shame them, then all you have to do is tag retail DAO under any post. So for example, where is it? Right here. Look, for example, I tagged retail DAO. Can you track this call? Wick said, is he here? Wick said there will be a 70% bear market in BTC, and a lot of people are saying there won't be because things are different with institutional bid and whatnot. So this is interesting. Wick, zero head. Let me just say Wick. What date was his post? Let me take a screenshot so you can't delete it. This was yesterday, July 27th, 2025. Will have minus 70% bear market for BTC. Okay, let me copy paste this. Let's give it a couple years. TBD, BTC. Okay, let's see next one. Track this call. You can even tag us now if you have beans. Bull call right here. Ethereum hits. Ooh, look at this one. I like these kind of calls. July 27th. Okay. What is this? Tyler Durden. ETH to 10K before BTC to 200K. Bold call, my friend. Bold call. Let's track this. Okay, BTC and ETH. Okay, let's see. What other call do we want to track? What are people tagging us in? Track this. Retail track this. Okay, so there's Moon Shilla guy, Peppa. Moon Shilla on the 25th. Peppa. Moon Shilla. Peppa with a 1P, not 2Ps. Whoops. Okay, basically saying August will rocket and September down. Rocket, September correction. 12 September 9. Okay. Let's just say crypto in general. That's a bold call. Let's see who else. Who else are we tracking? Retail Dow, biggest retest of all time, the Scalping Pro. Do we have this? Mags to what is that? 300K? Oh, we already have something there. Let's see. Cold XYZ, Solana's parabolic run to 600, 700. Ooh, I want to track that. Cold. Okay, when is this call? This call is July 26, 2025. Sold to 600 to 700. That'd be a crazy call. Let's give him until the end of this year. So yeah, I like to do these in every stream. Just keeping this updated, and I will post on X as these get resolved into yes, right, wrong, no, etc. So this is a community project. Yeah, all you got to do is find a post and tag. Ooh, someone just tagged us. Let me see. Oh, see? See. This is exactly what y'all have to do. Great job. Great job tagging us. Okay, Alex Becker at July 23rd. Alex Becker, July 23rd, 2025. ETH to 6K and alts 2 to 3X. Let's give him until the end of this year. Let's give him generous time. ETH altcoins. Yeah, thank you, talent activity. That's exactly, see, I don't know who watching here is talent activity, but that's exactly what you need to do. Tag us, we track. You tag, we track. That's how this works. And honestly, I don't think there needs to be a minimum follower count. They just need to be like, legit making calls and stuff. Because the point of this tracker is to see who's good too. If the small accounts are amazing, then we want to follow them and we want to give them their props, right? You don't follow KOLs for this reason. Well, some of them are really good though. Some of them are really have a uncanny feel for the markets. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, that's it for now. But now you guys learned. All you got to do is tag Retail DAO, and we will track for you anything you see in the future. But now I want to get to the change my mind segment. Change my mind. This is gonna be crazy. Change my mind. Pump funds coin. Pump will eventually have a hated rally because check this out. Pump has been doing absolutely. Wait, how do I see it though? Really? Okay. Pump has been doing terrible. Let's check this out. No, that's not even the right pump. Pump right here. Pump has been doing disgustingly bad since their TGE, right? But I think it will have a hated rally. And one thing that I'm looking for is, I know these are not the same, but check this out. Pengu kind of died here, and people who held are now in amazing profit if you added to it, if you had conviction. But it had this long consolidation period for months, like half a year, before finally rocketing and breaking out. So I do want to see Pump like form a long consolidation bottom, and then I think it will be ready for a hated rally, potentially to like 10 bill market cap and whatnot. That's my guess, because after all, they have a massive war chest. And look, this guy writes that he thinks all of us are wrong about Pump Fun. Their team has built something that has really big impact in the crypto space. Right before Pump Fun, I'm not saying Pump Fun is good, okay? Like, I don't use it at all, but people were giving their soul to serial ruggers like Ben.eth. Remember that clown? And then later the pre-sale meta, and that only gave any shot to huge influencers, and then they rugged you. So the Pump Fun kind of made it a little more fair. Now everyone gets rugged evenly, right? But still, they have a massive war chest. They know how to build and execute. I do think that they're playing a long-term game, and eventually they'll have a. I don't buy any right now, but I do think that Pump will have a hated rally eventually, and they have a massive, like close to $1 billion war chest, right? By the way, folks, in terms of one sec. One second. Okay. So big news. Wait, one sec. Let me change this. Big news on the retail DAO front. First of all, if you haven't joined yet, here is the QR code to scan, and you can see our beautiful, beautiful website. But what I really want to share with you is our new roadmap phase 2, which has just been announced. Okay. Right here. Dang, I kind of want to make this bigger, actually. Here we go. Roadmap phase 2. We are going to, first of all, if you're in the DAO and you want to get involved and you want to earn some retail tokens by helping us execute on this, this is a DAO, so everyone can get involved, right? So just take initiative, speak up, and share with us like how you can help and how you want to help in the chat. But this is our official roadmap phase 2. And it can change, but this is what we have discussed, brainstormed, and think is the best way for retail DAO to take that next big step. Right? First, growth and content, right? Really define our brand story so we become really clear to the world what we offer and what we're doing. Then is to revamp our entire social strategy, like have a content calendar, do X posts, do clips, do full videos, do reply guide properly, create a raid incentive program so we can do raids. Like, for example, if a big base influencer is like, what's your favorite base project? We all go there and we say retail by Retail DAO. Also building more apps and tools for pro and VIP members, either external partners, kind of like we did with Soul Casino, maybe other deals, like maybe a trading tool or a tax tool or an exchange or a wallet or whatever. But we're talking about deals. We're talking about discounts and deals for our pro and VIP members. So it's a great reason for you to upgrade to pro or VIP. We also want to create a retail DAO hub, like a place for you to see great resources, great links for our token members, for the community. And we can add like tokenomics research or indicators, maybe, whatever, right? Things like that. Lastly, we want to join the base ecosystem, like establish an early relationship, like hit them up, reach out to be like, hey, what are y'all looking for? Have a big community presence on the base app once that becomes public, and then build towards a partnership with base, hopefully. So that is what y'all got looking forward to with Retail DAO. And yeah, if y'all want to join us there, then the link is in the description. And also up here, if you scan this code with your phone, you will get to our website where I'll tell you everything you need to know. But anyhow, this was a really fun stream, folks. Had a great time looking into the Zora ecosystem with you guys. And if you don't mind helping me give a like, either if you're watching right now or if you're watching the VOD after, I'd greatly appreciate it. My goal is 100 likes on the stream.